everyone. Welcome to Mystical Adventures. My name is Vivian. I hope you had a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Been a bit of a COVID Christmas, hasn't it? The numbers are up and I don't even want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, but that is one dimension of reality happening right now. So I hope that you are safe, my friend, and I hope that you are well. And we're all moving through this crazy time together, aren't we? Oh my goodness. COVID infections are up in my state and states of my family down south, and some other people I know all over the country are dealing with either infections themselves or family members. And this year has been a journey, hasn't it? And here we are at the end of this year, and it's not boring. You can't say it's boring. So welcome to my show. We're going to talk about the end of the year, an end of the year review. I have a channeled message from Archangel Jeremiel, whose name I may be horribly mispronouncing, but that's how I'm going to say it tonight. It's the best research I could do on how to actually pronounce it correctly. Archangel Jeremiel is the Archangel of Life Review, and he is so powerful and helpful for helping us to take stock of our life, to take account, to be able to assess where we are and make changes as needed moving forward. And he is going to assist us in wrapping up this year. I know a lot of us are just wanting to just let go. Don't even remind me of this year or the past couple of years. And I just want to let it go, bury it, escape, and move on to a brighter future. But for those of us who are brave enough or in the mood or crazy enough to take a look at the past year, we're going to do that in tonight's show. And I'm going to have a little exercise where we can do that. So, how has your week been? How are you doing, my friend? My body is letting me know I need to get back on some healthy eating and back to my routine after all of the holiday festivities and pleasures and delicious food. It's time to recenter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few oracle and tarot cards for the week ahead, the week of December 28th, 2021. I am going to relay the channeled message from this archangel for our week ahead. And then we're going to do a mini exercise and I'm going to take a call. Yes, I'm going to fit it all in. So I have to pace myself. Here we go, Ann. You can do it. All right. This card just fell out. We've got King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and Six of Wands for cards for this upcoming week, December 28th, 2021. I feel there's a lot of energy swirling around, and a lot of us are going to find that it's grounding. This is a card of grounding. A lot of us are going to find it's grounding with that Knight of Pentacles energy to take a moment, take a breath, take a beat to just center ourselves, reflecting on the past year, reflecting on this in-between time. I feel there's still a lot of celebration and holiday good cheer mixed with some global concerns in the collective this week. But I feel like the guidance from the tarot is to remember not to over internalize what's happening in the collective and to tune into your own intuition, King of Cups, tune into your own wisdom and ability to be that leader, that manager of your own life as you are compassionate with that cup energy towards those around you. We've got Wise One, grow with your current situation, and Drum, dream and journey. So, and this is from the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. Let's tune into our wisdom. Let's have some wise reflection this week as we reflect on the year past and what we want to let go of, what do we want to create in 2022. And let's dream and journey. Maybe I want to talk today about doing a year review. You might want to look at your dream journal if you kept one, your journal, your calendar and your device, or your day planner if you've written something, and your social media, your pictures on your phone or device. Take a look back at this year, reflect, tune into your wise one, reflect and see what lessons and messages and meaning come to the surface. It's also a time to be grateful, be grateful for what we do have. And the angel card, divine plan, of course, because we're talking about divine plan today. Where are you in living your divine purpose, living your divine plan? And you've obviously made progress. You might not think so. You're here, so you've made progress. You're still with us. And you are still having this experience, hence you are growing. And there's more progress to be made. And I think it's really important to recognize both so that we have something to look forward to, so that we can grow and change. We can make course corrections, if you will, and also to feel that gratitude for what we've been given and what we've created, the hard work that we have invested in this past chapter. So those were your cards for the upcoming week. And remember, whenever you tune into the show, whenever you're hearing this message, is the right and perfect time for you to hear the message of the cards and the spirit helper message that I've channeled. So don't worry about it if you're watching this not the week of December 28th, 2021, but some other week. It still applies. The divine structure of the universe is helping you get the message at the perfect time. Archangel Jeramil, I believe another name he goes by is Jeremiel. And I've heard different people pronounce it in different ways. Tonight I'm going with Jeremiel. So this is a beautiful archangel associated with forgiveness. He's associated with life review. He's one of those angels who is known for helping souls cross over to the other side. He also can help with prophetic abilities, psychic, intuitive development and abilities. So pretty nice angel to get to know if you care to call on him. And he's always available, like all of the archangels. He has a message for us for the end of the year. And here is that message. This has been a year of many changes for those on earth. This has been a year of many surprises and twists of fate. The arms of the angels surround you now. Please remember now. Please remember this now and always. We're here to comfort you and to be of service as you transition to the new year. It is better to mark where you are now and take an account of those things you have accomplished and have yet to accomplish, rather than waiting until the very end of this experience. Learn from the mistakes and also from the victories of this past year. Take time to let go and forgive all of those, including yourself, who weigh heavy on your heart. You are a soul with a sacred heart that beats with purity and light. Allow your heart to be light as you enter the new year by making amends with others, yourself, and the past. Take with you all the pride for all you've accomplished this year. Remember all the battles you have won and challenges you've overcome. The grief of the past year cannot be erased, but a new year awaits, and there are angels reminding you of the new possibilities and miraculous new beginnings that await you on the other side in this new year. You were meant to be free and let go of the strife that binds you. Release old expectations or paradigms which are not true to your soul. Perhaps you realize this year which beliefs no longer resonate with you. In order to catch a shooting star, you must be ready to take flight. Lighten your load by imagining your true essence is shining through, and all the old energy from the past, all the old things you are carrying that are no longer helpful, now fall away, leaving you light and free. This was the message I channeled from Archangel Jeramil for this week of December 28, 2021. We are in the in-between state of the end of the year and the beginning of the new one. And I want to ask you, my friend, how do you feel about this past year? Are you wanting to pretend this year didn't happen? there's been a lot of collective trauma and political upheaval, but also a lot of love and progress and expansion, excuse me, and beautiful experiences collectively and with individuals. Perhaps you are wanting to cherish those things. Perhaps you had a very complex year. I know I did. A very complex year of ups and downs and dark moments and moments of exuberance and am I making up this word? Exuberance. Jubilant exuberance and joy. And I certainly had some incredible spiritual awakenings and beautiful experiences of creativity and love. And I also had moments of darkness and fear and dismay. And how was this year for you? Whatever kind of year you had, it might be really helpful to take time and do that review that Jeremiel was talking about. If you have a journal or any kind of record from 2021, it might be cool to review it. I'm going to guide us through this very quick little visualization you can do now. And you don't have to review your journal or any kind of record you have from 2021. It might be helpful if you wanted to pause the recording and do that. If you're watching this show after the fact, or go back and do this guided meditation after you've reviewed. But you can go ahead and do it now. And when you look at your journal or calendar or phone device with images or posts or whatever kind of records from the past year, just notice what pops out at you. Just thinking about the past year in your memory, what pops out at you? What was significant for this year? What was the most challenging thing for you this year? What was the most, what was a blessing for you this year? So let's just take a deep breath, ground and center. Just getting comfortable in our seat or whatever you're sitting or lying on. I recommend you don't do guided meditations as you're driving for obvious reasons. Just imagine your body is now relaxing. You're taking a few more deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to imagine that this past year of 2021 is a ball of energy in front of you being held by Archangel Jeramil. And you and Jeremiel set your intention for the most important memories and lessons to surface now. See them surface as images or symbols from that ball of energy before you. You may see or feel or have a sense of these symbols and images, the most important memories and lessons from 2021. There's no right or wrong answer. And if you don't get anything specific, that's okay. It might just be a feeling. Notice what you feel in your body as you remember these. Notice the meaning they hold for you, be it happy, sad, or something more complex, and just witness these feelings. Allow Archangel Jeramil to point out important themes, meanings, or lessons from this past year. What are important meanings or lessons for you to take into the new year? See how he transformed these as sparkles of light, which are now a part of you. What new experiences do you want to have in the new year? What changes do you want to make? Feel these as sparkles that pop up around you and allow your heart to dream of the possibilities. These sparkles stay with you in your aura, and you know that you are carrying both these dreams for the new year and the important lessons and energies and meaning from the past year. Go ahead and thank Archangel Jeramil for this healing journey today. You can see him recede in the distance. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Another deep breath. Remember, you can call on him or any of the angels at any time. And you can ask for assistance in understanding what you need to know right now, what you need to let go of, how you need to change in order to enact your divine plan. And wiggle your fingers and toes, come back to this space. I hope that was a helpful healing journey for you. I'd now like to switch gears, and I believe we have a caller on the line. I'd like to take my lovely caller. I think it's Laura from Massachusetts.
Yes.
Hi, Laura. Welcome
Hi.
to my show. This is Vivian speaking. How may I help you tonight?
I think I have two questions. My husband was admitted into the hospital last night or yesterday, and I wanted to make sure he's doing okay because I can't see him because of COVID.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear it. So he's in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm not a doctor, and I don't give diagnoses. I'm not a medical professional. I don't give diagnoses, but I can tune into the energy and let you know what I'm sensing and what messages come through. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is a hard time for many, isn't it, Laura? I'm really sorry to hear it. Let me just tune into your energy. So just be a moment of silence, okay?
Okay.
Well, Laura, just as I tune into your energy and the energy of the situation, I feel like a little bit of your confusion, like this sort of caught you off guard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel your husband's energy, that he feels low energy right now, to be sure. But I also feel like husband, he's got this strength to him, and he's definitely not letting this, this turn of events take him down spiritually or emotionally or energetically. He's got a powerful mind, is what I'm sensing, and like a strong will. Yes. And this is so powerful, when it comes to just body, mind, spirit, health, and well-being. And so I feel like, spirit wants to recognize that and wants to remind you that, first of all, he is a very strong and capable individual, and he's not about to just, give up or about to let go or anything like that. So yeah, I'm tuning into him and your energy and his energy right now. I feel like you are very intuitive and spiritual, Laura, and I feel like your the prayers and intentions that you have sent personally and have called on are around him right now and are surrounding him, and it is making a difference, if that makes sense.
Yep.
I feel he's feeling your love, and he knows that you really want to be with him and that you are with him in spirit, even though you're not able to be with him now. Have you sent him? I feel like he has something physical around him that is reminding him of your love, like flowers or something or just some kind of thing you sent him.
I actually sent him a charger for his phone.
Oh, okay.
I had a charger delivered to him.
Well, he's really appreciating that, and he's feeling your love from that being around him. I feel like, one way you might be able to connect with him is if you send him something else, something that he can hold or touch or smell that would remind him of your presence.
Okay.
I think that would be comforting to him right now. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you are surrounded by angels right now, Laura, and your husband is surrounded by angels right now. And it's so important not to give in to the worry or the, the fear. Anyone would be feeling worried or fearful, but I feel like Spirit wants to comfort you and let you know this is in God's hands and Spirit hands. And you and your husband are being surrounded by divine love and protection. And the best thing that you can do right now is to remind yourself that it's better not to let your mind go to the fears and the worries. It's better to focus on hope, focus on the present moment, and focus on your faith and what gives you strength right now. Because I feel like there's just a lot of strength in the situation. And I feel like, there's a lot of healing around your husband. I feel like he's really receptive to whatever treatment they're giving him in the hospital. Not only, receptive mentally, but he's receptive emotionally and energetically, and that he's going to receive a lot of healing. So I feel like there's a lot of reasons to be hopeful here. And I feel like, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose, but I feel like there is a healing occurring. And, Spirit is just wanting you to let go of some of this worry and focus on your faith and your knowledge that everything is working out exactly as it is supposed to.
Okay. Yeah, I have a surgery coming up too. So I'm like just nervous. Like I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like nervous about everything. Like it's the two of us together. I'm like, oh my God, why is he sick now? And like I don't want him to feel like the stress of that coming up and that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind.
Boy, you got perfect timing, right? You got a lot on your plate. Laura. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like
when is your surgery coming up? Next week, you said? 2 weeks. Okay.
The 14th. 2 weeks, yeah. So it's like I don't want him to be stressing over getting better quick enough to get it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm more worried about him worrying. So,
yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm hearing you don't need to worry about this, and I'm hearing that I feel like you'll be able to tag team whatever is happening, and you're going to have the support you need. And I feel like Spirit is saying there's a lot more support in this situation than you even realize. And Laura, when we open it, sometimes we have these human experiences of seeing dark things and obstacles, and understandably it causes us to worry. That's normal. And I feel like Spirit is reminding me to remind you, Laura, that we can shift to our higher consciousness, to our super consciousness, that part of our mind, that part of our heart consciousness that's connected with Spirit, with God. And to be able to shift to that, you have to let go of your rational mind, and you have to be able to shift to more of that spiritual super consciousness, which is beyond logic, and it's beyond maybe what our human mind can solve. And I feel this is one of those opportunities for you, my friend, to transcend from, I don't understand how this is going to work out. I'm about to have my surgery. I'm worried about my husband, to let me just let this go to my angels and Spirit and affirm that everything is going to fall into place. Let me use my spiritual practice of aligning with my highest and greatest thoughts and intentions and prayers possible, and letting go to my higher power. And when we do that, we have these transcendent experiences of getting intuitions, of being guided, being moved, being led to the right solution in the right place, and that inspired action, which will be most helpful. And I feel like as you do this, Laura, you're going to shift into that divine plan, which was a card that popped up earlier in today's show. And you'll be able to just intuitively understand what the best course of action for you is. I pulled the moon card. Take note of intuitive messages. And, I'm tuning into you are a spiritual person, and I feel like you are intuitive and using your intuitive spiritual consciousness right now in this situation. And I feel Spirit is reminding you to use that intuition and let go of the logical worry mind right now and follow your intuition for what might be the best approach. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's what I just needed to be told, to let it go. It's okay. Everything's going to be fine.
Yes.
Own head.
and that can be your mantra that you say to yourself. And, as you're using this as even a learning experience, I pulled Elder, Move Beyond Ancestral Patterns. It can help you to use a more functional, more helpful approach to dealing with crises.